Thanks, Zach. And tonight we're bringing you team coverage of this new development.
Yeah, our investigative reporter Grace Runkle joins us live in studio to go in depth on what a court order revealed about that relationship between Mello and Hughes.
Well, the court documents in this case give us a pretty good look inside the relationship between John Mello and Zachary Hughes. In fact, the solicitor's office describes the two as close friends. Court records say Hughes worked for Mello, cleaning Mello's house and performing other tasks at least during the years 2020 and 2021. We looked on Facebook and also found the two had conversations back and forth, often about music, during that period. Fast forward to October 2021. That's when Mello is arrested on charges related to his custody battle. The documents say Mello exclusively placed Hughes on the relationship portion of his booking so they could communicate with each other while Mello was incarcerated. The documents also reveal the two communicated a lot, and usually on WhatsApp. It's a platform that allows people to text, call, and do video chats. The order says that there were approximately 1,769 WhatsApp messages between Hughes and Mello. It also says those messages were sometimes scrambled, making them hard to decipher. Investigators say that Hughes and Mello were even in communication the day of the murder. We'll tell you what they said coming up at 6. Live in the studio, Grace Runkle, Fox Carolina News.